Yo, what it is? Can't hear King. I think it's me.
There it is.
There he is.
There you go. Welcome to Terrahash Tuesday. I muted myself during the whole intro thing there. Man, dude, that is a sick background, dude. Sick. Did you
like that, huh?
Camera angle there?
Now, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, King. How long you know me now?
I don't know, at least a year probably.
Okay, cool. So, how many times did you see my background?
It doesn't look. It's blue now instead of the purple. I like.
No, it's not blue. Actually, there's something wrong with the lighting. I have to fix it.
Oh,
it's the camera. But that's why I got this new lens coming in. It's supposed to be a lot better. But hey, guys, welcome to Terrahash Tuesday.
I thought it was cool. So, yep.
It's supposed to be a little different, but
all right. What is going on,
okay.
everybody, man? Dude, we got quite a few people in here today, man. So what's new with you today, man? I haven't really talked to you except for this morning, so
yeah, just working on stuff. I'm gonna put some music in the background for us. I got you covered, bro.
You got it. I mean, I could get the generic StreamYard stuff.
No. This is our show, man. It's gotta be the good stuff.
I can't do generic like that. That's not acceptable.
No. I got it. 100%.
All right. And thank you, Yeezy, for the $2 super chat, man. What up, King and Hawk? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
it. So, Terrahash Tuesday. Oh, man. So, King, you did a video today for the networking. How'd that go? I watched a little bit of it, but your nephew was bothering the shit out of me.
I need to turn you up a little bit.
Am I low? Really?
Oh, I got you, man. I got you. How's that? Say something.
King's voice is... Oh, wait a minute. It's my fault. I'm sorry. And I can't do the music then because it's...
so we gotta do the generic stuff? I got it.
Hold on. Wait.
Here, I got
it's doubling because I'm...
Don't worry. I got you. Here you go.
Damn. It's that. Sorry, guys. I tried to do it.
There you go.
Sorry, guys.
I just picked the random thing on the StreamYard. There you go.
Not an echo. I was trying to put the music from my end, Mike.
No echo on my end, man. I don't echo.
No. You good. So you released the video showcasing a little bit of the network stuff. How did that go?
It did all right. It didn't get as many views as I want. I don't know, like everybody's into networking. You know what I mean? That's like a whole new level of nerd right there when you're getting excited about networking. But yeah, it was cool to do the video on it, man. We're using MikroTik, so a lot of people don't know aren't familiar with that company, but like I said in the video, man, the guy we're working with is he does a lot of stuff for smaller ISPs that have 5,000 to 10,000 customers, and that's all they use is MikroTik. So
right. No,
if it's good enough to service 5,000 to 6,000 people, it's definitely good enough for us.
Yeah, no, it's good. And big shout out to Mr. Network Bits. I think he threw that suggestion in there when we were looking around for routers, and he got us this good one. So shout out to Mr. Joe there. Yeah, man. So I know I've been saying it, I've been shilling it, but the Terra shop has been released. I've been saying it 100 times. Now, I know everybody likes the shirts with Terra going down this side. I'm working on trying to get that. It says, Hawk, fix your camera. What's wrong with my camera? My camera should be all right.
Looks okay to me.
So, yeah. So I'm working on getting those shirts done. But for right now, I got it linked to my YouTube channel, which was pretty cool how it integrates with the YouTube channel. I really like that. Like how you have it with yours. Definitely like it. You got our first sale too, man. Kind of happy about that.
Nice, man. Heck yeah. We sell a coffee mug?
Yeah, we have coffee mugs. I didn't. Well,
no. Did we sell a coffee mug? Like,
no, we sold a T-shirt. We sold the next level T-shirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yep. My camera is flipped again. Oh, come on.
It does look like it. That's why I asked you if it was.
How
reversed.
about that? Oh, there we go. Better.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that by default. It's like too blue back here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Look, now you guys are making him self-conscious. Now He's gonna go there and adjust everything.
There we go.
And now he's adjusting everything now.
That's it. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. We got Mr. GPU Risers is actually, dude, his flight was late, so he might miss his connecting flight. Like, he's in the air right now. He's like, dude, I don't know if I'll connect from Atlanta to Kansas. I don't know. So we'll see. But crazy stuff going on, man. A lot of good things going on, though, King. A lot of expansion.
Oh man, are you gonna leak stuff now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna leak it. I'm not gonna really leak it, but I mean, we're expanding.
He's gonna pull a dance sometime before we quit streaming.
Nah, it's all good. But let me tell you something, though. One thing I will say to everybody is, we are gonna be extremely competitive with the big boys, and that's what we wanted to work towards, right? We had a couple. Hurdles in the road. We started Terra on the high end with billing because our electric rate is high, right? We told everybody we're working on lowering it, and that's exactly what we're going to do, man. We're going to come in aggressively in the next few months if everything goes through. In the next few days, guys, please, everybody, pray to whoever it is or whatever it is that you pray to and hope that this deal goes through. Because if it goes through, man, it's going to be awesome. Can't wait. The rates are going to drop significantly across the board for everybody, and it's going to be great. It's a 6 megawatt facility in the Midwest, but that's all I'm going to say now until we get it. Like King said, until they hit approve on the DocuSign, we're not going to really go too far.
The ink dried, but
I'm so excited. Yeah, he said the ink dried. I'm like, we don't know who signs contracts anymore. We use DocuSign. He goes, well, until they approve it. So
yeah, until the PDF is created with all the signatures.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm getting ready to work on the commercial for Terra. Like, it's finally after like 7 long months. You know what I mean? Like, finally, we're going into the right direction where we can compete with all the hosting companies. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I know. You had to focus on putting that thing on the screen.
I did.
So, good times, man. Good times.
Yeah. So how's your CPU mining rig going? You get
it's going.
Quite a bit of Varus?
Yeah, I'm mining Varus. I'm actually gonna. So that rig. So the CPU mining rig is there, right here. That computer though has got an i7, and apparently the i7 gets about 10 mega hash on it, which I know is not a lot, but I have it mining right now on Hive OS, but I got to turn on the CPU to mine as well, so I'm gonna do that. Hereby service says YouTube. It's a YouTube commercial. YouTube commercial, not TV. We're not that big yet, but we will be. But we will be. My camera shouldn't be mirrored now. You guys should be able to read everything normally. Yeah, TV is dead, right? It's a pirate. Like, who watches TV? What does it say? Hawk, I got a quote and signed off on it today. Cool, Kaiser, let us know. Problem is the i7 does 10 mega hash at 120 watts. Yeah, I know, but it's running anyway, sitting there, you know, not doing anything. Might as well. Still mirrored. I'm still mirrored?
Yeah, on mine it's still mirrored. Is there like a button I can click?
No, I turned it.
Oh,
wait a second. Wait a minute.
Oh, there you go.
This way?
Yeah, there you go.
Better?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's better for everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, it's more clear too. It was on the virtual camera. Got it? Should be better now. Sorry. Okay. Better.
Yeah, nice.
Why is it so blue in here?
I don't know. I think it looks nice, but that's just me.
Yeah, I got the new lens from
the ergo pool hit a block.
Oh, we hit a block on the ergo pool.
Yeah, nice. We got a second block too. So we'll have to see how the payments go on that one. I had to like manually like re-unlock the node for the wallet, which is weird. So because I do have the login information, it's not behaving as it should. So that's on some more things to do list on the many that I have. So the many projects that I take on.
Nice.
Turn off Turn off the blue lights then.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
I like
not.
the
It's
blue,
this. It's this light right here that's probably jacking it all up. There you go. That's better. That light's kind of jacking it all up. But anyway, yeah, that's good, man. Finally, we're making headway on the pool stuff. I was talking to Retro Mike and asking him like, so let me ask you this question, man. So if I want to dive into CPU mining, what am I getting a first gen Epic? Is it worth it? He's like, he gave me a whole list of stuff, bro. We talked for like, I don't know, like 15 minutes on text. Now I'm interested. Now I'm going to build one in record time. I'm going to time it 20 minutes.
You do know that the BIOSes for servers are much, much different than the ones for retail, right?
That's what I got you for, man.
Sorry, please hold.
Sorry, please hold. Oh man, I saw a first gen Epic though. They're going for like $150 or something on eBay.
I got
cheap.
one.
I know you did. That's what I'm saying.
Over,
They're pretty cheap.
There.
They're cheap as hell. Like the first gens are cheap as hell.
I mean, you might as well just get like just get regular retail CPUs. I don't think it does that much better.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. I mean,
but
kind of looking at it, the Threadrippers rip ass.
You know, I put a link in a chat that I'm in with a few other people for a live AMD data center and AI stuff today, man. Really exciting stuff. They're launching their next series of the Gen 4, their second part of Gen 4, Bergamo, right, which has 128 cores.
No shit.
With the 3D V cache technology, stacking 1 gigabyte of L3 cache on the CPU. 1 gigabyte.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Let me say something. Adjusting my. There we go.
Okay. If you're gonna CPU mine, you need to buy one of those.
Which one is it?
It's the Bergamo that has 128 cores and 256 threads.
What does that cost? Like $50,000?
Probably at least just $10,000 for the CPU.
All right. So maybe what? More. So we'll split it.
No, I'm out. I can't afford that.
You're
right
out?
now.
Can't afford it? Oh,
I need the long layaway option right now.
The long layaway option.
the 20-year layaway option is what I need.
20 years. Jeez, 10 grand?
Oh, well, at least 10. You know what I mean? I want a low monthly rate, that I can afford.
I hear you. Well, you guys want to call in? The link is pinned above. To be honest, I think me and King are winging this episode. We didn't really discuss what we were going to talk about, but if you guys have anything in the chat, you want to, we could do an AMA or whatever you guys want. Let us know. If you want to join in and say hello, you can do that too. Hilo Crypto, what's up, dude? Retro Mike says Phone Farm is better than the Epic. Get a phone. What kind of phones does he have though when he's running though? I saw a bunch of them. I know they're iPhones.
That's just, to me, it just seems weird. You're just gonna have like just a whole wall of just cell phones.
Now, what do you do with these phones? Like, I don't understand. Like, somebody explain it to me. Like, you have to obviously you flash the phones, right?
I wonder if anybody's had like a battery explode from the phone is constantly being charged and just going 100%.
All burner phones.
All burner phones, yeah. But they're probably using Androids, I probably guess.
Travels with the gifted Mining King membership. Shout out to Automatic Beats, got the free membership.
Oh man, thank you, Travelers Travels. Actually, he's the guy who won the hash rate today. He's the member that won the hash rate. That's funny. He's giving away a membership.
Oh, Brian Hollywood. I miss Brian Hollywood, man. Where's he been at, man? With the $4.99 super chat, King, maybe Hawk can offer you a blue light special on aisle 4. Dude, way too many blue lights in here. I gotta switch this. This shit's bothering me. Let me see what's going on. Let's switch up my background.
How have you been, Mr. Hollywood?
Brian. Yeah, where you been, Brian? Look at Jump Change saying the hoe phone. Brian Hollywood said, I'm at Rondi's right now. Oh, sweet. Check out, I sent Rondi a message on Discord. Tell him to check it out. Okay, let me ask you this question. And you get this question a lot, right?
No.
No?
Okay, I was just practicing.
All right. No? I mean, I'll have to ask you if you don't want.
I was just practicing. Okay, I'm ready.
I know you like to say no a lot. It's fine. I know you like to say no a lot. What is this? Gaming with Smokey Dan says too many berries, need more cherries. Yeah, I'm editing it now. I'm gonna edit now. The light. Give me a second. The argument, the new argument I feel that's gonna come out now is Dynex or Flux. This is what a lot of people are gonna ask, because from a crypto mining standpoint.
Why are you asking me that question?
I don't know, man, because I love stirring the pot.
Get that rug pull out of here, dude. Flux all the way. Sorry.
Well, in short, there you go. Get that rug pull out of here. You really think it's a rug pull, huh? You're hard on that.
If it does so many great things, why are you hiding?
I mean, are they hiding, or is he just concealing his identity?
It's the same thing.
I mean, okay, yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, maybe he's just on the panda plan.
You look at Flux, man. They have pictures of all their team members, right? All super transparent. You can see everybody that works for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, you have no idea about this guy who's running the Dynex. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm totally wrong. Dynex is gonna be the greatest thing ever.
Could be.
I don't think so.
Really? You're convinced?
I'm not a Dynex guy, man. Like I said, I looked at them when they first came out. Stuff was very sketchy when they first came out, with their website and all their GitHub stuff. So I stayed away from it. Never gone near it since.
I remember that. I remember you saying that when it had like they had like weird names and stuff for their.
It wasn't even. It was like Edward Scissors. You know what I mean? It's just random names that were just put in there.
Right. Trying to see what's a good background.
I just think it's too secretive. Like, if you have such great technology, why are you being so secretive?
Right. I mean, I get that too. I do get that. Right. You kind of want to like shout from the mountaintops. This is what I got going on, right? Matt K says, Hawk Crypto, Dynex doesn't have a lot of load on it yet. They're mainly testing right now, and we have no idea if Flux proof of work is even going to be viable. Looks kind of not worth it.
So to me, Dynex is more like about like calculations and like just like number crunching. I don't think you're going to be doing like any kind of rendering. So I think it's different types of work.
Okay.
So
like,
Dynex is going for one very specific thing, right? Where Flux is trying to create like an entire like ecosystem, right? You know, of everything.
Right.
So it's very, very different.
Right. Well, so I feel like Flux will be a jack of all trades and a master of none with their ecosystem. And I heard last night, based on our conversation when I was my 3 o'clock in the morning drive back home from the facility, was that Dynex is focusing on doing one thing very well, where Flux is focusing on doing, 5 things pretty good. Is that kind of the comparison you would say, if you were to put it all together?
Yeah, I guess you could use that comparison.
Yeah, because that's the way it was explained to me. I'm thinking, okay, so that makes sense, right? From a perspective of
But yeah, I won't be a part of Dynex. Won't do it.
You don't even want to, not even give it a chance.
Nope.
Not even a little bit.
I looked them up the day that they launched. They made a bad first impression on me, so it's not on me for me to change my mind, but for them to change mine.
Zapirate says Flux is more like a cloud provider, marketplace of resources, right? Crypto Perks, is WordPress still in beta on Flux? I believe it still is. I think they're working out some more kinks before they officially release.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting to see.
WordPress is still beta.
Retro Mike said something to me today that really made sense. He said CPU mining versus GPU. I'm going to switch the subject a little bit. CPU mining versus GPU mining. CPU mining can stay consistent through bear markets and bull markets, mainly if you stay on top of switching it around and stuff. GPU mining is a lot more hard to do with that kind of.
I will not agree with that.
Really?
No.
Well, Mike, and if I butchered that, let me know. Sorry, go ahead.
I've had a CPU mining rig, just one. I'm not like a big CPU mining, like, like Rabbit is or whatever. This is the thing with CPU mining. When the profitability comes, the best profits you'll get are from coins that are just coming out. So as they come out, you got to sit there and you got to be right on top of them, as well as you got to be there right when they get to market and dump off.
Right.
That's the secret to CPU mining.
Right.
If you want high profits with it. So you actually have to do more work and be very on top of when things go to market, because that way you could dump off all your coins.
Right.
I would disagree. I don't know if that was Retro Mike's statement, right? But I'll disagree with what you said. And if that's what Mike said, I'll disagree with it as well.
Let me read it. Let me read it because I think I butchered it. I was paraphrasing. He said we were talking about let's see. We were talking about what's different CPUs.
I mean, I've mined all kinds of coins on CPUs. I mined Raptorium, Bitorium, XMR, Varus, all these other, all kinds of coins with the CPU mining. I mean, now granted, I don't have as much invested in my CPU mining equipment as like my GPU rigs. Like if I were to buy the equivalent of CPU mining rigs versus GPU mining rigs, you know what I mean? Then you could do like a test, right? As far as like how much you spent on equipment and what it's actually yielding you.
Right.
I have no idea when it comes to that, but
I just think diversification is important, man, especially in what we're doing. Like, I understand the majority of people that watch our channels are GPU miners, but GPU mining all in all right now is not, that hot. Even if you got sub 6 cents electric, it's still not that good. You know what I mean? Like, you're not staying home making a living from GPU mining right now because it's just not what it is.
This is the one thing I dislike about CPU mining is I have to build a rig every time I want to add a CPU, right? You can't be like, okay, I'm gonna get a new 3900X and just plop it in. You can't do. Nope. You got to go buy RAM. You got to buy a hard drive. You got to buy a motherboard.
It's a little more involved. Yep.
Yeah, you have to buy a new setup every time you want to set one up. So, from a scalability perspective, I dislike it a lot. Right. Now, if you can get really cheap motherboards, like on a deal, like for like $40, then sure, yeah, that it would make sense. And if you got cheap CPUs, like if you got like good Ryzen's for cheap and you got cheap motherboards, then yeah, maybe it would make sense.
So Red Panda says there's so much CPUs out there, way more than GPUs. And as CH Irish said, CPU mining right now is paying 40 cents a kilowatt hour. I mean, that little machine right there is profitable for me. I mean, it's not profitable by a lot, but it's profitable. I mean, I'm not quitting my day job.
Totally, you should, man. All in CPU mining.
Give up my position in Terra hosting. Like, you know what, guys?
All in.
It's not working
CPU
out for me.
rigs.
I'm gonna just take the next 100,000 I get, and I'm gonna build nothing but CPU mining.
No, look, I'm just saying that's my perspective on CPU mining. Like, if you want to hit it big and like make like 10 or 15x, like you have to be on those coins when they first come out. Right. You're not gonna like 10 or 15x on like coins that have been established. You know what I mean? This is just my opinion, right? I'm not a big CPU mining guy. Yeah, I got like 2 now, so yeah, I'll turn them on. You know what I mean? I'll get a little bit of coin, but am I really worried about what it's making? Not really. They don't really use that many watts.
Yeah, I hear you. I gotta find. I just, like I said, I'm just doing it to diversify, and it would be really cool to know how to do something else than just GPU mine. Because A, for content, it's great, and B, it's the hot crypto mining.
So is the
channel.
next thing to do Chia then?
Crypto mining channel.
Are you gonna do
I already have the Evergreen running.
No. You actually have to build a Chia farming rig.
No, not yet. Let's take it easy, okay? Don't rush me.
I think now they do plotting through GPUs now. At first it was NVMe SSDs, and then it went to RAM, and now I think it's on the GPUs now. Might be wrong about that.
So Red Panda says, when Rabbit says that there's a lot of GPU hardware sitting idle, think of the CPUs idle. in data centers. Like, it's probably 3 times the amount, right? There's definitely way more CPUs in use than GPUs. Maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay, but not all data centers have new CPUs. So you're talking like older Xeons. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's still lots of them that have those old tanks, and they do not mine
So
very well at all.
Retro Mike says, Hot Crypto, if you're going to do storage, do decentralized storage like Store-J for storage instead of Chia.
Storage.
Yeah. You know, it's just, yeah, I agree with you know what people say. It's like all these projects, so many coins, so many projects trying to do these great things. And you know, I read somewhere that like Flux is like leading the charge right now, but you know, if you look at what their profitability is per month, it's not, you know, it's not very high. You know, and you know, like I understand, like when I was talking to DJ about it, he says, yeah, everybody likes it, but when you look at the numbers, it's not all that right now. And I said, well, yeah, my fear for Flux, and I'm a Flux fanboy, everybody knows it, but my fear for Flux is that putting all their eggs in one basket, because I know that they have the decentralized AWS services, right? And I could be wrong here. Is that even available? Like right now, if I wanted to go purchase, you know, instead I wanted to take my company from AWS to Flux, can I go do that right now?
Like right now?
Like right now.
I think it would depend. I don't know what their network can handle, and obviously what you're moving over.
Right. Well, let's just say I need, I don't know, I'm moving my web hosting services. I don't know. I'm just thinking like I'm moving it over. Can I go to Flux right now? Like, I feel like maybe the proof of use for work, I feel like maybe they pivoted a little, and the proof of use for work, they're putting all their eggs in that basket.
Well,
you know, I'm just, you know, just
okay,
talking here.
So my argument to that is and maybe I might misspeak here because I don't pay attention to these projects a lot anymore. But do you hear like any big things happening with like Raven or Vertcoin anymore?
Not really. Raven's been pretty silent for a while.
No, that's what I'm saying. They don't have any basket to even put anything into. So that's my point.
I mean,
Most projects are stale, and they're not trying to even make a basket. You know what I mean? That's my point.
You know, I was looking at it, like I was talking to the Vertcoin people actually not too long ago, a few months back, and I'm like, so hey, who's managing your project? What is it? It was all, we're community managed. And I said, I think it's unrealistic for projects to be completely decentralized. Oh, we're a community ran project. You'll never get any money behind that project. Like, it's impossible. Well, like I'm not
see, I think you're missing the goal there, right?
Right.
I don't think all of them are aiming to have big VC money behind them.
It doesn't even have to be VC money. It could just be like confidence, investor confidence. It could be retail investor confidence.
I don't think when a lot of these were created, they weren't about having investors or any kind of outside money come in. You're thinking of it too much like a business. That's not what it is. Part
of my job. Retro Mike says, Hot Crypto Mining, there is nothing I can move to Flux right now without a complete rewrite. If they don't support true VPS or VMs, I don't see people using it. What do you think about that?
It is true. They're super limited on how people can deploy on their platform, right? So they do have to create an on-ramp for people to be able to seamlessly merge over to their platform. That's going to be, once again, another hurdle that they're going to have to face, right? With, I can't even think of the word right now. So out of it, getting adoption, right?
Right. Well, Overboard Tech said, Raven is built and it works. Projects don't have to do something to be solid. Yeah, I kind of understand that. I mean,
okay, in the tech space, right? If you're stagnant for like 1 to 2 years, okay, that's like 10 to 20 years in the tech world. You can't stay stagnant.
I guess it just comes down to what they're doing. I mean, I don't know. it's going to be an interesting. The next 6 months to a year are going to be very, very interesting with, like with Flux releasing proof of useful work. Octominer just seems like they're doubling down on it. You know what I mean? Which is risky in my opinion.
Yeah, because with their new rigs that they plan on launching, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? I wonder what those are going to cost. You know what I mean? I have a feeling, knowing Octominer, that probably most little Timmies at home probably won't be able to afford it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll be looking for probably solutions like I did with the workstation and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I'm kind of worried, man. Honestly, I'm kind of worried what's gonna, because Bitcoin. Sorry, I don't know what. Sorry, Octominer is I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I mean, I know it's obvious that the Octo tank isn't like selling out. You know what I mean? And
yeah, that I think. Look, it's a good product, right? I've researched a lot of different stuff because when I was having my L7 back at my house, right, I was looking into immersion and I did a lot of research into it, right? I was most likely going to build my own because nobody really makes a unit like that. The problem is the price of the unit versus used like S19s at the time, right? The S19 is cheaper than your product is. So I feel during that bear market that price, even though it's a great product, I feel like it was the wrong time to launch it, right? Because nobody's spending that kind of money on an immersion tank, especially if it's only going to house one. Is that once again you're targeting like at-home miners, right? A big farm who's going to do immersion is not going to buy that. You know what I mean? They're not getting the one-off tank.
I know they just lowered the prices. I was talking to Chili. They just lowered the prices of the X8 like dramatically.
Well, they had a fire sale. It's over now. It went till I think till yesterday.
Right. Like so $600, right?
It was I think it was like $539 or something, or $549, or with the discount code or something like that. So yeah, there's definitely lots of gambles going on right now in our field, right? Lots of people taking risks, but as we both know, sometimes you have to take risks to get rewards. So it's a part of doing business.
You do have to take the risk. I mean, I agree. It just seems like so crazy to me to like you said, I think the timing was wrong on the Octo tank. I think for them to release the Octo tank now, I just think, like I said, I thought it was a bad, nothing personal, but I just thought it was a bad decision.
I would time it when the S19s are, well, who knows? They're probably gonna be like an S21 or whatever it is, right? Coming out next bull run. Right when Bitcoin's getting really profitable and everyone's buzzing around crypto, right? Mm-hmm. I would then start getting marketing materials ready within like a month, and then maybe do a launch, right? Because things are really profitable, things are looking great, right? People are like, oh yeah, I want this in my house, I don't want it to be loud. Yeah, sure, I'll get this Octo tank, right? I don't have to listen to the ASIC fans all day. You know what I mean? So right now, people aren't making that much money. Things, even for the S19s, are not that profitable because they're targeting home miners, right? So they're not making that much right now unless you have a really low rate. The S19 isn't making all that much. I imagine like a couple bucks a day. I'd have to go look. I even have one. So
Panda says this reminds him of 2018 to 2020. A lot of people were negative, for a while. I mean, someone did tell me that back in like the 2017, 2018, a lot of exchanges went offline. A lot of people got shut down. The same stuff that we're seeing now happened then. So does history repeat itself? Are we going to prepare? Is the next bull run going to even be bigger? My question is that we have AI coming into play now for the first time, right? What's that going to be? Is that going to make a huge difference in the way the next bull run plays out? You know what I mean?
I think some of these projects that have no use, right, or that are just exist. You know what I mean? I think that they're going to have a hard time,
right,
sticking around.
You know, and you know, when I was at BTC Miami talking about the Octotank a little bit, I just remembered this. There was a company called DCX, and I interviewed them on my video. And they sold, which I beg the question, like, why didn't Octominer go to BTC Miami and put the Octotank on display? I mean, you're trying to move these things, right? Why didn't you go there? Because DCX was there, and they had their single home unit, just like the Octotank definitely looks better, in my opinion. It's smaller, and it can look good in a room or outside. Theirs, you know, had this, it was giant, like it was huge.
You're
right?
definitely not putting that in your living room, man.
Right, what, the Octotank?
It has like two L630s that it needs.
What I mean is,
you're gonna
like,
run
aesthetically,
two L630s to your
what
living room.
no, you're not understanding what I'm saying. The way that it looks is
Right.
like you can put it in a
It's
house
more
or a
appealing.
living room. It's more appealing, correct?
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? So we'll see. I mean, Panda says it's gonna. I believe in the Panda. So if Panda says it's all gonna be good, it's all gonna be good. So it's Red Panda Mining financial advice.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably get to see one because there is a viewer out by me that ordered one, so he's still waiting for it. So I'll probably head over there when he gets it one day.
Right. I think Max Voltage is in the chat. He was watching some build, the CPU mining build. Max, why don't you call in and talk about it? Because you've been blowing up the chat about it all day. Would love to know what happened there. Crypto Craig says, if you mine in HODL and BTC goes to 1 million in 10 years from now, were you profitable? Yes or no? No risk, no reward. Wait, oh, no, I'm sorry. He says, were you profitable? Yes. No risk, no reward. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not looking to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Flux is gonna hit that dollar number that I think
I don't
in the
think
next
so.
bull run. I think it's gonna be the cycle after that, possibly. Flux is a very long-term play for me. I mean, hey, if it hits a great number, like if it gets up to $100, which would be really hard for it to do, right? I don't see that happening.
Right.
Flux is a super like long-term play. So yeah.
Well, it already hit $1.
Yeah.
Little Time Mining said it hit $1. I mean, I don't know. I think it might be. I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I know if the proof of useful work, you know, investment that they're making doesn't bust a move, you know, I don't think it, you know, might stay low. But if it does, it's definitely going to hit double-digit numbers. In my opinion, just solely my opinion, it'll definitely hit double-digit.
I think it'll be
numbers.
double-digit. I think what was the highest? What was it, like 65 or something like that? For
right. I think it will if proof of useful work really does gain traction, and there's a lot of adoption on their network.
Yeah.
I think double-digit numbers easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Overvortex says Flux will absolutely eclipse $3 in the next cycle.
All right, we got a regular in the back here. See if you can get a Red Hawk.
Patrick? Blast, what's up,
guys?
bro? He doesn't call in that often, so I never really guess if it's him.
No, he usually does.
Yeah,
he calls in pretty
often.
often.
So speaking of Mr. Blast Mining, I did restart your iPolos for you, so I'm not sure if you saw the change.
Yeah, I saw they were on the other pool. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I just ordered a 7600 at my house. I'm gonna do some triple mining on it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. So what's your play moving into the next market? You gonna get involved in proof of useful work? You gonna?
Yeah, I was buying pre-builds when they were selling for less than GPUs in them.
Right.
So I have a bunch of like just single GPU servers mining on the CPU and GPU.
Right.
So I'll probably convert those over to proof of useful work.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. I mean, there's a lot of excitement around it right now. So we'll see. I mean, Crypto Perks says, I think the money is in the L2 projects on ETH, Hawk, Mr. Crypto Perks.
Yeah, and I might be shipping all my stuff to you when the Flux proof of useful work is up, just for the uptime.
Yeah,
So
no, definitely.
Bad electric here, it goes up and down.
Yeah, no problem, definitely. I'm trying to. I know we got Lumen coming soon. Probably in the next. I think conservatively speaking, I think like the next month and a half, we'll have it all really like good to go.
Cool.
I think that's safe to say. I don't think, putting a timestamp on it, because you never know, like, honestly, you just never know what, the roadblocks that come along, right? So, but all the equipment is in there now. All the equipment's in there now, so I know you have a server over there already. We still have your server there, so as soon as we're able to,
Did you
we'll
put
turn
that
that on.
in another case?
Like a rack mountable case?
Yeah.
If you want me to, I can, yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter. I mean, I was just wondering because you mentioned.
I would have
that
to
you
see.
wanted to.
We would have to see what kind of CPU cooler you have on that and stuff like that. I don't even know what's all in there. I know that the box is still there with your casing and stuff like that. It would depend on the cooler.
Yeah.
Does it have a GPU in it?
Yeah, it's a 3060 12 gigabyte, so it should be good for proof of useful work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have to get at least like a 2U.
What about those stands we have, King?
It doesn't have to be in a server case.
No, we have some other stands that we can mount to like the network racks, like shelves. So
yeah, the
it
shelving.
can just sit on a sit on a shelf.
That'd be easier.
So
Okay, cool.
we definitely need to have a game plan moving forward with proof of useful work, because we got to figure out, obviously, the cooling solutions and stuff like that. What type of rigs we're going to be accepting for proof of useful work. We haven't ironed out all the specifics yet.
But,
Yeah, right now the main focus for Terra is moving to hopefully locking down the new facility, getting that going, and then we're going to move the mining rigs there. And then once that is done, we're going to kind of simultaneously do both. King will be preparing the network at, the facility at the data center in Melbourne, and then me and Mike will probably more focus on the logisticals of getting the equipment to Oklahoma, and then we all kind of work in unison, so, and we'll probably be flying around and doing all that crazy stuff. So speaking of which, he's texting me now.
Oh, did he miss his flight?
No, he said he made it. He goes, bro, I effing ran the whole terminal from one end to the other. It was at least 3/4 of a mile. And if you know Mike, like, he's just not like an athlete. So, like, he was probably pissed. He barely made his connecting flight, so it looks like he's going to stay on time. That's good.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Blast, we got another person in the back here. You have anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks for showing.
Thanks for calling in.
Stopping by, man.
Yeah,
Check out the new
appreciate it.
shop. Check out the new shop. Did
Yeah,
you
I
see
saw
it?
the hat. I'm thinking about getting the hat.
Yeah, buddy. It's really good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll support it. Thanks, guys.
Hey,
I appreciate it, my
thanks,
brother.
Blast. You have a good night, man.
Good night, guys.
All right, we have another, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Okay. You going to bring him in, or?
I was gonna let you guess.
Oh, you want me to guess?
Yeah, you're 0 for 1 now.
Long-time listener. What is it?
I said long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, well, no, that's not fair. There's like 80 people in here. I wouldn't run with those odds at all. Who you got?
He's lying.
Oh, God, that's such bullshit. Oh,
I wouldn't do that.
So
Max, what's with this build today that you?
hang on. I gotta touch on the NPR thing. So you're like this really calm guy. Yeah, that's really exciting. That's what you were saying earlier. And I'm like, what do I need to be, the Hawk version? Woo! Let's go.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm out of it today. I'm so tired.
Yeah, what happened to all the 22s in the chat? We haven't had that for at least.
Oh my God. No 22s right
But anyway, I just thought it was funny because when you made the comment of, yeah, that's really exciting. It's just like, oh my God. If you seriously pull up on YouTube NPR SNL. I know a lot of people don't like the newer SNL, but they have a couple people, and that was the whole sweaty balls.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Tell your baby mama we live.
That was so weak.
Oh, dude, I'm so tired, dude. Like, I had to wake up early. As you know, I got home at like 4:30. Okay, like then I had to get up early. I had to take Jet to the doctor's appointment. had to run errands. We had a client actually burn up an entire A4000 last night. Like, he just ran it really, really hard, and it was over. Like, couldn't get nothing, and it was causing the octominer to go into a HiveOS boot failure. So it wouldn't work. I flashed the SSDs, I took all the cards out, so I started taking one out at a time to see what would be the issue. Finally, like, it said, I read somewhere where it said UID 6, so I'm thinking GPU 6 maybe, or slot 6, and it ended up being the right one, and King told me where it was on the map.
You're welcome for the layout.
Thank you. And thanks for staying on the phone with me for 2 hours. Thanks, appreciate it. So,
well, yeah, all the Discord and phone call conversation last night was probably around like 4 or 5 hours.
hey, look, you know, it is what it is. But I've never seen an A4000 get burnt up like that. But I mean, this customer was famous for running those cards full bore almost.
Hot lava.
Yeah,
Hot lava.
it was.
Okay, if you've ever walked behind a full X12 of A4000s, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You could feel a dramatic temperature change when you're walking down the hot aisle when you get to that particular octominer.
Is he breaking up or is it me?
No, he's not breaking up.
Oh, you were breaking up for me a little bit. Maybe it was me.
You got sorry. Comcast over there. You know what I'm saying? You only got.
Hey man, they just increased my upload speed. They increased my upload speed to 50.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a little bump.
Of course, he just froze, but that's okay.
I know. What the hell? Like, did I freeze? Oh my god.
That happens sometimes when me and him stream. He does freeze sometimes. It's okay. It's all right. We understand. You don't have the 5 gig.
That's ridiculous.
You want to know about the build?
Yes, I want to know about this build you've been complaining about all day.
So if anybody knows Robitech, he is a YouTuber that does computer builds all the time, a couple of them a week. He does a lot of computer builds.
Right.
It's crazy that every time I watch him do a build, and I haven't watched him in a really long time, so I was kind of like, okay, well, he's been doing this probably for almost another year. He couldn't possibly be as bad as he was. Oh no, he was. So they were building in the new Terra case. Oh, by the way, Hawk, you'd love him because he doesn't read any manuals.
Oh, really? Oh, he's
yeah,
my kind of guy then.
Yeah, exactly. So
do a video collab.
He's like, oh, you might be able to add a fan here. I'm like, it's in the manual. You could add it under the PSU. I don't know how you'd really do that. He actually commented on my comment. I'm like, I don't know how you'd really do that. I suppose there's kind of room, but where would you put the cable management? I'm like, it says
put that comment on the screen, King, from Ted, please. Please put that comment from Ted on the screen. Thank you. Thank you.
Now look, okay.
Thank you.
Actually, he is. I mean, it's not hard.
Really? I've watched some Robitech, okay? Because he's the official the sponsor of Newegg, right?
I know, and he's horrible. Oh my god. So anyway, so today he's putting the thing together, and I'm like, you are not going to be able to put in those CPU power cables. I had the same problem when I was watching Hardware Unboxed when they did a live build, but at least they listened to people that were trying to tell them, look, you're not going to be able to put that in if you put the AIO in. His is a little bit different, but all you gotta do is look at where everything is. You're gonna have a slot that big to fit your fingers and the CPU cable through. So he's got everything in, he's got the CPU in, and then he's like struggling with it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, just take the board out. He's like, I think I'm gonna take the board out. 20 minutes later, like, geez, come on.
Max doesn't comment. Wait.
Well,
see,
okay.
Max doesn't rant, but when he does, he's like a volcano. Me, it's like a steady. When Max rants, he goes like this, and then comes down again.
I don't know. It just really, somebody who touts himself as being an expert and respected. It's like, come on, you just need to do that much thought. You know what? I really believe it is that he has somebody else, because they said they test fit this thing. And when he was putting it together, he could not make it fit. He's trying to force the side down on the Terra case. Like, it was just making me cringe. I'm
sorry,
dude.
give me a second. Sorry.
I'm like,
hey, has anybody seen that case, by the way? Here, I'll pull it up on the screen, dude. It's
an awesome case.
Hey, if I didn't have a full loop that I custom built, I would totally get into that case.
And,
That
and
thing
honestly,
is
the
awesome.
spec of what they put together was awesome. It was a 4090 FE and a 7800 X3D. And they basically had a decent, I mean, it was a little bit better than I think a Noctua cooler actually, because the Noctua like blower style, flat blower style isn't actually that great. This one I think was probably better, but the one thing he didn't talk about was, okay, how are you putting this power supply in? Because you got to blow through GPU. So you have to think about how you're putting the power supply in. He just slapped it in there. I'm like, I don't know whether he put it in, whatever way he put it in by accident. It was either right or wrong by accident.
This thing is
cool. When I do a build, I really think about how I'm putting the pieces together to make sure I know how everything's going to look and fit. And he just kind of slaps it together without a thought in the world. And especially on a small build, it's important to make sure you know how all the pieces fit together.
Yeah, something this small, you gotta really think it out a lot more than like.
Now, the one thing he is really, really good at is cable management. Oh, he kills me with cable management. I suck at cable management.
So the one thing that's really cool about this is this part right here is
the
it
middle
slides and it's adjustable to fit different size of GPUs and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. Yeah. I've never seen that before, but being able to completely take apart every bit of this thing, dude. This
the one drawback of this case, because it does have large openings, is the fact that you will have to dust this thing out every once in a while because it's just air can just get into it any which way.
Yeah,
in fact, like the back, you've got the openings on either side or one
here,
side.
There, bottom, over here.
Yeah, I mean, you got openings everywhere that will let dust in. But again, it's so easy. All you gotta do is lift up the sides and blow it out.
Right.
So it's not hard to maintain.
This is the color I would probably do too. They
Yeah,
also
everybody
have
will.
they also have the white and the black. And
actually, no, that's silver. So it's black, silver, and
Terra silver. This is actually not black; it's graphite.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right.
It's graphite. Okay.
Infringement.
This is what got me. Somebody in the chat, I mean, I guess somebody's just trying to troll, I guess, was like, what's in your description isn't correct. And what was in the description was the Fractal Terra case graphite. Now, he had the jade one. I'm like, are you seriously going to do that? If you click on that and you hit the button for the jade color, look what you got. You have the link. It was just like, whatever.
Actually, when I just Googled Fractal Terra and I clicked on it, this is what it takes you to, is the jade one first.
Yeah, that is such a cool looking case.
Really? Yeah. Man, I'm almost thinking about selling my custom loop now and building in this thing.
Yeah, $180.
Hey, that's copyright infringement.
What?
It's copyright infringement.
What is?
Terra. We own
Fractal
it.
Terra.
We own Terra. It's okay. We won't do anything about it. We'll let it go.
Yeah, such a nice case. Yeah, the next one I do is I'm gonna go. I was in mini ITX for a long time, and then I went back to the big case to do a full loop, and yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna get just a nice air cool.
Now, the biggest disadvantage of this is the fact that it's not going to cool as well. That's the big disadvantage.
Well,
it's going to run when you're gaming. It's going to run, depending on the game, anywhere from 70 to 85. If you do rendering on this thing, yeah, it's going to probably throttle. At least on a 7800 X3D.
Yeah.
Maybe on something other than that, maybe a 7900X, maybe you wouldn't.
I'm just kidding. We don't own Terra, but we do have a trademark for Terra hosting. Okay,
I was thinking like a 3080 in there or something. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they fit the 4090. That's a triple slot card.
Yeah.
So
I would do a 3080 for the Win 3. They got the best coolers.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a really cool looking case. I was watching Computex coverage and they showed this, and I was like, Oh my god, that is so cool. That's the coolest small case I've seen. Obviously, a lot of this I believe is like a takeoff of the Dan case. It's improvements on the Dan case, which is I think is pretty similar to this. But anyway, I thought it was cool, especially the sliding back and forth.
Man, definitely cool. Oh, okay, Hawk. We have another viewer call in here. Would you like to take another swing at it?
The jump? Probably not.
I mean, does he call into our show?
I think he's called it a couple times.
Wow, now you're trying to like push him somewhere else. Like maybe it is Chump. Wait, give us a hint.
What the hell is this duck on my screen? What the fuck is this? Why are there ducks on my screen?
Hey, isn't this a family show?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Is it a family show? I mean, my channel says not
he's
made
another
for kids.
content creator. That's all I can say.
All right, just put him on. I'm done.
Oh, come on. No. Come on. Give us a little bit more hint than that.
It's Geek of All Trades. I knew it was Patrick.
What up?
Don't ever put me at a roulette table.
Hawk,
So
what is that? Wait, hang on a second. You got to explain your title.
win, loss, draw.
Oh, win, loss, draw.
So
Every time you're guessing that I'm coming on the stream. So this week you're 0, 1, and 1. Last week you were 0 and 4.
Retro Mike says, all you fancy people with your fancy cases. This case is not fancy.
My case is not fancy.
This case is not that fancy.
I have a Lee and Lee
That's
Land
fancy.
Cooler Mesh 2. That's
Is it?
what I have.
Oh,
less than $100.
That's a nice case.
It is, but it was less than $100. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like it's a fancy case.
I only have a Lee and Lee XL ROG Darebauer edition with a full loop in it.
Yeah, that would be fancy.
But
What the hell
is it Pentium 2 fancy?
Oh
Almost.
yeah. Wait, didn't shoot, LMG Linus Media Group have a series where they were building like really like upgraded builds in like old looking cases like that?
Yeah, that was the thing for a while too.
That was really kind of funny.
Yeah,
I have an old case that I could totally build in.
Oval Bortec goes, what school did you knock off for that, Patrick?
This was actually abandoned at a storage unit in Maple Grove.
Oh,
And
okay.
he'll know where that is. It had been sitting there for years, and I moved into it, and they're like, whatever.
He
fine
says,
now.
Patrick Ian, sell me that Pentium 2. What's sorry, go ahead.
Actually, earlier than Pentium 3 processors, there's a very niche demand on them because they're strong enough to be able to get online and run a modern-ish web browser, but none of the hardware was serialized back in the day.
So I have a stupid question.
So Mac, okay, you know what I'm getting at.
I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
Right. So they have a very specific use case.
You can be extremely anonymous.
Exactly.
I have a stupid question.
I
Like a
have stupid
Pentium
answers.
2. Okay, now I am not familiar with CPUs. This is going to be a really stupid question, but as far as like cores and threads, what would like a Pentium 2 have as comparison to like
One.
I don't know.
Is that I was gonna say, I
Is
thought
it
was
one?
One.
Is it one? Are they all one like Pentium 4? All the whole Pentium series, is it all one, or what was the difference? Main difference between the was it
Just
4
speeds.
Pentiums? Just speed,
No.
right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
First of all, the first CPUs that came out, they were all one core, and it was all about speed. When it went to dual core, it was like
Yeah, that was mind blowing.
that was the mind blowing. Oh my gosh, we can have more than one core.
Really?
Yeah, and that was after years of kind of mediocre results of putting two distinct CPUs on one consumer grade motherboard.
All Set Miner says the new Pentium works great. There's a new Pentium?
They keep the name. Last I knew, Pentium name was still interchangeable with Celeron.
Well, not. What do you mean interchangeable? They're still different. There's a Celeron and there's a Pentium.
Right, but I believe Celerons are still based on the original Pentium architecture. Well,
Yeah.
Pentium 4 architecture, rather. Because
Yeah.
when you had the iterations of the architecture back then, they were adding new instruction sets to the CPUs, in addition to, making them run a little bit faster. So at a hardware level, they were more capable than previous generations. So you know how you get video cards now that say have AV1 encoding in them? So hardware wise, they're capable of doing something that you don't need a piece of software to do. And if the hardware can do whatever the task is rather than software, it's going to be substantially quicker.
Interesting.
Also,
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Not all video cards were ran on PCIe when
you had
AGP used to be a thing.
You had AGP, you had VLB, of course you had your flavors of ISA, and then you had microchannel.
It's all right, Hawk. Why don't you ask Patrick for that CPU mining rig he just showed you? Let's see how much Varus you can get with it.
Let's see, which one? Sorry.
The one that Patrick showed.
Oh, with that, yeah. Probably like half a mega hash.
Maybe?
Before it completely burned up.
Yeah.
Oh man. But Max, so thinking about the dude you like watching building computers, where
I know. Hang on. You just first of all, I have to correct you.
He didn't like it.
I
He doesn't like it.
So
He didn't
watch
like it.
the guy that is like watching a train wreck. So yes, if I like watching a train wreck, which I don't when it comes to building computers. No, not when it comes to building computers.
Dude, there's a whole state of people that live in. There's a whole group of people that live in Ohio. They're all about train wrecks. They don't leave the state. Obviously, something's going on there.
Oh my god.
But,
I'm gonna start doing DJ Mind stuff when we start talking about politics and controversy. I'm just gonna put my headphones down and leave.
I don't. Is that true? I thought the Pentium D was the first one, or was it the Athlon K8 that was the first dual-core CPU? Let's do Google.
I'm not really sure.
CPU.
Sure, I could do it.
Wait, what? How about Hawk's train wreck on Saturday? It wasn't a train wreck.
Saturday was not. Well, okay. First of all,
Wait a
Saturday,
minute.
if you want to call it a train wreck, it was not caused by him.
Okay, wait a minute. When I built this computer, every step that hold on, wait a second. Every step that I made was the correct one. I didn't have to go back and pull something out and redo it. For the record, number one. Number two, when I did that machine over there, that was all done in the correct sequence as well and didn't have to go back and correct anything. The only thing that was wrong was I didn't have the knowledge and I couldn't tell if the NVMe was actually, we couldn't get it to read. And that was just a miscommunication on my end. So relaying
we
to
could
Max.
not see it. We
couldn't see it.
clearly.
So yes, it took forever to do, and I understand it. I milked it for the live stream, guys. Okay, I understand how YouTube streaming works. Okay, all right. Then
want to clip that since you guys clipped it when I said something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, you kind of drag it out a little bit because you're hanging out, getting the watch hours, you're just talking, and you're doing stuff. It's called being a content creator. Anyway,
the people demand it.
Right, and then I mean, if I was just me and Max on a Discord call, I could have just probably banged it out in about less than an hour. Petro Mike says, "Hawk Crypto, you weren't wrong. You were just extremely, extremely slow. Slow and steady wins the race. It's a marathon, not a sprint."
Says the guy who has a turtle for a logo.
Who's got the turtle? That went right over my head. Sorry.
You have a raptor for a logo.
A raptor?
Hawks are raptors.
Oh, are they? Right over my head. I thought they were
I
birds.
didn't that one either.
Yeah, they're like
I didn't get that either.
they're like really fast at things. That's how they catch their prey.
Right.
But
okay, I'm just gonna
by the way,
Patrick,
So,
I'm sorry. That went right. The whole thing went right over my head. You had me at hello. So that was it. I'm done. I got nothing else.
By the way,
Retro Mike.
for the record, I was in the process of editing the video about installing a new kernel on Linux for HiveOS. So you guys are taking me away from doing that.
Well,
thanks for just calling in for a few minutes, Max, and hanging out. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. I don't want it to turn into like a Hawk special where it takes 24 hours to get the
wait.
I'll get it done tonight.
CH Irish said no. Max and Hawk pulled off the AM5 temps in HiveOS. Many of us tried and failed to do that multiple times. Right there. Okay, that's how I feel. Actually, Max figured that out. I had nothing to do with that.
So like, okay, fine.
I was gonna say I needed a second. I just needed a minute, and then I was gonna give it to you, and I did. There you go. So it was all Max. Max was able actually to figure out how to get the AM5
and I'm
temps.
telling you, yes, I was able to search and find the instructions. I didn't think it was gonna have a snowball's chance in hell in working, and when it did, I didn't actually believe that I was getting the right numbers. I had to call Retro Mike. Retro Mike's like, no, that should be it. Is it doing this? Is it doing this? And like, yeah. And I turned it off, and the temps came right back down. And you turned it back on. It ramped up real quick. I'm like, yeah, that's the CPU fast, soaking that heatsink, which it's gonna do because it's a small heatsink. And like, all right.
Yeah, right now it's at 63C, but when I have the door open and not everything's running, it goes down like to 57, 58.
Oh, nice.
Which is nice.
So just let the record reflect that Overboard Tech was correct. The Athlon K8 was the first dual-core CPU to come out in 2003 when the Intel Pentium dual-core came out in 2005. So suck it, Intel. All right?
Yeah. Well, I remember because back in the day, AMD was just another Intel clone. They just basically used the x86 architecture, put their name on it, and that was it. And then after a while, they're like, hey, why don't we just start making things better than Intel instead of like ripping them off? And it was around that time where it was like AMD actually came into its own, and it became known as like, you're going to pay quite a bit less for almost as much performance. So it became the real value proposition. And then at times over the years, it ended up being the performance king.
Sorry, I'm shilling our new store.
By the way,
I mean, you only spammed it 30 times. I mean,
hey, it's
just deleted all the chat.
31. Okay, you'll be correct.
by the way, Red Panda, talk to your good friend Mr. Linus over there. He's in the same town anyway, or close by, so they must be friends. Anyway, he says that Premiere, the Adobe Stack, Premiere, all that kind of stuff is buggy on Windows. So it has nothing to do with AMD or Intel. It has nothing to do with that. It runs much better on, I have a hard time saying this, but it runs better on Apple. God, that just tasted wrong coming out. But anyway.
What, Adobe? I mean, Adobe's always ran really well on Apple.
I know, but I just hate to admit that.
But I mean, yeah, Panda, don't get rid of your AMD, man. Don't do that. Don't go back to that other side. You don't want to do that. Okay?
Which side? The blue side?
Yeah, he was gonna go back to the blue side because he was having a few issues, and I think he fixed them, but he was trying to blame Team Red for his operator error.
He was.
Well, I blame Team Blue for everything, whether it's computers, politics, doesn't matter. I see blue, I see bad stuff.
I see bad stuff. Computers, politics. Oh no.
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't notice. Mr. Max down there had blue behind him everywhere. How's it going, buddy?
I do.
So at the request of Sunflower Mama, she said, "I'm only here to see the baby. Here's the baby."
And he's wearing the new Terra onesie that you guys could order right now. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a Hawk onesie.
I thought you were leaning into that, okay?
Oh my God, that was hilarious. It was like, oh really? He like looks down when you said it.
Wait, really?
I figure that's what he's going into, right? I figure that's what
Okay, I can't curse now. It's not like he's gonna understand it anyway.
No, but you don't want
I am selling. There is a Golden Hawk onesie though on my shop. Just
Yeah,
throwing
you
it out
don't
there.
want his first word to be a swear word, so that's yeah.
Yeah, ask my mom about that one. Dude, the Terra duffel bag is actually looks sick. Thank you. I put a lot of effort and work into that. Thanks, Panda. Thank you. Somebody acknowledged. You would think my partner over here. Wait, where is it? This guy would have been like, "Hey, man, great job on the merch. It looks great." God, I'm calling him out.
Oh, hey, by the
I'm
way,
just kidding, okay?
I'm a tech guy, dude. I mean, yeah.
I just work in the back. I know.
Did the integration work yet?
For
With YouTube?
Yeah, it works. Yeah. So okay, so Fourth Wall is the company, right? And just to give them a little bit of promo here. Hold on, dude. Give them a little bit of promo here. They're great. What they do is they cover all the costs for you, everything, and you just put your price on top of whatever it is, and it does integrate. What you have to do is after you link it, Google has to approve the link, and then it'll show up on that list. So if you go on my YouTube channel now, you'll see it all on I think on the bottom of the videos and all that other stuff.
So basically, was it like overnight and it worked?
No, it was like almost 3 days. It said up to
wow.
3 days. It took nearly 3 days.
Okay.
So. Red Panda, CHRs, let me mine your Casper address. You buy me the parts and ship them to me. Oh, that sounds like a good deal. The Terra duffel bag looks good though, King. Do you see the Terra duffel bag? Now the prices are a little high on these things because they are. In all honesty, with everybody, like we only make like anywhere between $5 and $10 a unit. We don't make a lot, and I took it all the way down. But they have high quality products. A hobbyist miner uses them, and he says they make good products. So, whoops, just throwing it out there. It's Crypto 440 says Terra purses. No, I don't have anything. I don't have Terra purses. I got the man bag though.
Yeah, get the satchel going.
Yeah, I got
That
the
way you
man
can be like,
bag. I
"It's
got the
your
dad
beer."
hat. I got the dad hat for Max. He requested that one. Still waiting for him to buy it. And then
Dad hat.
yeah, dad hat. Yeah,
I
dad
don't know why
hat.
I call it a dad hat, but it looks.
Is there a trucker like snapback hat?
Yeah, there's a trucker hat. If you look,
Hang
at the
on a
store,
second. Trucker and snapback do not go together. Snapback is the flat bill.
is the flat
Yeah.
brim,
Trucker
yeah.
has more of
This-
a curve to
well,
it, and it's got the
This is
mesh
the
in the
fitted,
back.
but yeah.
Well, you can make the trucker hat curve. You just bend it.
Well then, okay, yeah, you can.
Snapback if you want a snapback.
I
That
did
looks
the
so
trucker
stupid
hats.
in
I didn't do any
snapback.
snapbacks because I didn't think they would sell. But I can put them all there. I just got the bomber jacket. That was pretty cool for Hawk. And then what was the other one? The iPhone cases. They had to approve like certain things that you do on Fourth Wall. They have to approve it. So like what you do is you send them the logo, and I think they actually run it through a different system, and they see if it'll actually look good on the case, and then they approve it. The other ones were automatic. So I think the things that are more that cost more to produce, I think they look at that, you know, because they are like if the print comes out bad, they cover the cost. They are responsible. Like if you upload a good print and you meet their specifications and all that other stuff, if something goes wrong, you know. Does that man bag fit a Glock 17? A full size? Is that a full size? Probably not. Not a full size Glock. Maybe a subcompact. But they use good products, man. Like the next level shirts. Like this is next level. The next level shirts they're fitted, they're comfortable, they breathe good. So Little Time Mining says, what's the news on TSMC? I don't know. Is there news on TSMC?
That I'm aware of.
I haven't heard much.
I don't know. Little Time.
They're still building out in Arizona. That's all I know.
They definitely are gonna have like.
I'm gonna have
some-
to drive out there one day and just do a short.
Yeah.
You should dude. You should honestly go out there and like do some content because these guys are gonna get funded for
think-
like the next 15 years by the U.S. government. They're not gonna take. They're gonna cover all the salaries, everything for all their employees, man, and they're gonna subsidize the entire industry. Panda Money says TSMC execs tells U.S. workers to expect long hours or go home. Well, I'm glad he said that. I'm glad because Americans inherently have gotten lazy since COVID. Nobody wants to do
Since COVID?
anything. Huh? Well, okay, sorry. It's gotten worse since COVID. Okay? It's gotten worse with everybody saying, I'm going to work from home and spend, No. Yes,
Says the guy who
go
works
back
from
to
home.
work. Oh, I work at the restaurant.
By the way, That was
Look at the
Sunflower
restaurant.
Mama. That was not
at the
me,
restaurant.
but it was good.
I
I'm
like
taking,
it.
I'm taking that's
I
it. I
like
brought
it.
the baby in here. I'm bringing it back.
He's like,
I work at the restaurant, but what I'm saying is I'm good because I know that Elon Musk said the same thing. He said the same thing. He's like, working from home is ridiculous. Get your ass into work.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, listen, I'm not against working at home. Maybe like half the time. It is nice to work from home at times. You know what I mean? Spend more time with family and save money on gas and commuting and stuff. And I think a healthy balance of the two is cool if you can do both.
I mean, there's certain jobs that really require kind of the cohesiveness of a team, you know, to have that synergy to kind of do something better as a group rather than just a bunch of individuals.
True,
Right.
except think of the synergy that all of us have developed via the internet. So,
I mean,
there are
sorry,
definitely things that can be done from home, and if managed correctly, can be done from home. But it's a lot easier to manage somebody when it's in person. It's
Correct.
just easier.
CH Irish makes a good point. He says, you think GPUs are expensive now? Just wait for the made in USA silicon. I remember those days. Everyone will get sticker shock. Price sticker shock.
Yeah.
The Fully Electric says it right there. He goes, Hawk, I work 2 days in the office and 3 at home. Works nice. I'm telling you, it balances everything. Too much. What I found out is too much of, staying home or too much of being out will drain you. I think having a nice work-life balance from home and other places is good.
Work-life balance is overrated.
So
Is it really?
No, I'm kidding.
So I look at something like id Software, right? Like way back in the day. I mean, the guys just basically lived together the entire time, didn't really have much time apart, and look what they created. Their end product of them being with and on top of each other that entire time is something that basically defined the next 30 years of the gaming industry. I mean, they were that much of a force by working together rather than a lot of game companies then, and especially now, where you've got just people remote and all over the place. And yeah, you have a cool project in the end, but it's not something that redefines the entire environment.
Right.
And that's something you only get with actual proper human communication and contact.
Right.
I think Sunflower Mama says it best.
No, people suck. She's right. I'm sorry, Patrick. She's 100% correct. She's 100% correct. But you still need your daily dose.
We're talking about you.
Of jerk off people. Like you still need. Like when I went to Starbucks the other day,
Daily dose of jerking off people? Somebody clip that.
I said
absolutely right.
your daily dose of jerk off people. That's what I said. You can clip that because that's what I said. So anyway,
I'm sure we can
When I
mix
went-
that around to make it sound bad.
sometimes I even like wonder why I even come on and do these shows. I'm just kidding.
We're just trying to make you feel like, because we're hawking you.
That's right.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know, but we're doing it
I
for the
walked into
audience.
Starbucks. No, I walked into Starbucks and somebody was complaining. I'm like, feels so good to be outside the house. All right, that's it. I'm going back in. Like I had enough. 15 minutes
Okay,
was
bye.
enough. Right. There you go. Thanks for coming. You? All right. Been a pleasure. Thank you. See ya.
I don't know.
Great night.
I'm
See you
kind of
on the
like
foot.
I take care of my dad, so I get out like every other day, and we go do stuff all day long. So I don't need people.
I get
Sunflower
out
Mama.
5 days a week, go to work, sometimes 6, occasionally 7. Thankfully, it hasn't been like that lately. Hey, like I said, I was actually I still will. I'll actually do some content this week because hours have been reasonable. Although today, of course, I'm getting ready to leave, and the boss says, "Hey, let's go for a walk around the warehouse." I'm like, "Well, there goes that. I'm going to be here for at least another 45 minutes."
Yeah, I mean, I probably meet 50 or 60 new people every week, just kind of due to the nature of my work. And for me, I like that. I love people.
Oh man. It's already Chump's already clipped it. It's amazing. It wasn't even what 30 seconds ago.
Here you go. There's a YouTube link. Hold on. Let me pin it.
Well, I mean, it's clearly I didn't say that, but
No, but did he mix it around to make it sound bad? Please tell me you did.
Okay, I replaced the pinned comment. Everybody, please go check out the new pinned comment to check out the hockey clip.
Don't believe your lying ears, people.
yeah, I said you need your daily dose of. Okay,
No.
so maybe if I said you need your daily dose of people who are jerk offs,
No,
that'd have been better.
I'm good. No, I'm good. I'll stay in my house.
First thing you hear me yelling, talk about
You guys are brutal.
Like when I
Can't say
used to be a forklift operator, dude, my boss was saying, Jared, if you keep talking like that, I'm gonna send you home. I'm like, you must really underestimate when you say that, because if you say you're gonna send me home, I'll leave right now.
Yeah.
I'd rather be there than here. So.
Threaten me
What
with
did
a good
Panda
time.
say? I quit my full-time network admin job 1.5 years ago because I also hated people. I mean, listen, I was people can be, messed up and selfish, but there's a lot more good people in the world than there are shitty people.
Okay.
I'm fully convinced of that.
If you want to restore your faith in humanity,
I love Patrick Murphy.
thanks,
Oh
Patrick.
my God.
Appreciate that.
You guys are so brutal.
He made the comment about milking also, by the way. Just saying. He actually made both comments. Anyway.
Thanks. Now he's gonna fix it.
Anyway.
God,
Shoot,
that's
what was I
terrible.
even going to say now? Totally lost my train of thought. Oh,
Is the show
thank
over?
you. She just reminded me. You want to restore your faith in humanity. Go drive for Uber. Yes, there will be some people that really suck.
Right.
But 99% of the people that you drive will either not talk to you or be the nicest people in the world. And I'd say probably about 35 to 40% are the nicest people in the world.
I would
And
The
that's
other,
true,
the other,
because-
the other like 40% will just sit back there and not say anything. They're not people.
Please be one of those other 40% and just don't talk.
You see a lot of good people. You see good people come together in like natural disasters and like hard times. Like my cousin was a cop in New York during 9/11, and he said after the towers fell, for 2 months there wasn't a single call on the radio. He goes, I've never seen people from different political spectrums, from different neighborhoods, and that would normally fight with one another. He says they actually all came together. He goes, he says, I would never wish, and this is what my cousin said. He says, I would never wish for another September 11th in my life. I would wish for another September 12th. And he said that, and that hit me. It hit me a little bit because you saw people from the entire world, guys that were, welders, plumbers, electricians, like all kinds of trades. They were driving there, and NYPD, they weren't letting them into the site. They wanted to work for free and clean up the site. It was just, I get chills thinking about it. Like, it was an amazing thing to see.
That's not the only type of thing. It's like, this is why I say we have more common themes across everybody in this country than we have differences. If you look at any natural disaster, people are coming together. Yeah, you have some looters, you have some bad people. Yes, you're gonna still have that.
Right.
But bottom line is you have people coming together to help one another.
Right.
That's the overriding not even majority, but most people. That's
I got
the way
something
they
I
are.
want. I got something I want the community to know. When I was a police officer full time, my faith in humanity was at an all-time low. It did not get restored until I joined this community. And I'm not even trying to be emotional or anything. I'm just trying to tell you guys, my faith in humanity and people coming together and helping one another. I didn't know Max from Jump Street. It was like I knew Max maybe 2 months, and he was on the phone with me for 3 hours trying to get my Flux node operational. People don't.
So bad when he did
Normal
that.
people don't do that. Like, normal people don't do that, man. They just don't do that.
Normal
So
people do. They
Yes.
do.
You know what
That's
I
the
mean.
thing.
Oh,
I know what you
okay.
mean. Yeah, but
You know what
but
I'm trying to
normal
say.
People do
Because
they may not be
as an-
capable, but they want to help one another.
Same thing with Chump Change. Like Chump didn't know me very well. He saw that I was a new YouTuber and he invited me into this community, and well, now here I am. But like that, my faith in humanity really got restored getting into this community. You know, when I went back to law enforcement part-time, which I'm doing now, I mean, I walked into the PD and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this crap anymore.
Put up Retro Mike's comment.
What?
Regrets.
Yeah. Anyway, the point is that this community is great, man. It did restore my. Dude, I called Max and his wife at 11:30 at night because I was having issues with the baby. Mind you, me and Max have never met in person yet.
So
that's crazy.
It's not. It's not crazy.
Well, I mean, okay.
I mean, I
guess
I know what you're saying. I mean, the bottom line is that, I mean, yes, this community's become a tight-knit community because we have a common interest, obviously, but it just has kind of grown that way. And then we just bring people in from the outside and decide whether or not they're part of our tribe. And most people are that decide, and other people leave and they're not part of our tribe. But bottom line is we've developed this, and it's awesome. I don't know how I would have gotten through the pandemic without this.
Yeah.
Like the way the Misfits community is for me is it reminds me back in the days of BBSs. And so back in the days, 80s, 90s, you know, use your modem to dial up to, you know, local bulletin board, you'd chat, you'd bullshit, you'd talk to people. The commonality was more like, yeah, maybe we kind of sort of live close enough to one another, but we know how to use a computer. That was kind of where the commonality really stopped. And
Right.
it made conversation and chat and community very different than what you see on the internet, because there wasn't really much of an echo chamber. It was very difficult to form when you had, you know, back in your city where you had 3,000 people getting online from all over the city, and it's not, you know, 3,000 random people on the internet who think the same exact thing and form their own little, you know, self-reinforcement area, you know. So
Yeah,
it's
so
just-
I was trying to remember what actually occurred, because I thought I remembered somebody with either Chum Change was totally like pushed out by Panda. I don't think that was it. Chum Change actually was approached by somebody and pushed him out or something like that. I forget. Chump, what was it? Because it was something involving you. I don't remember if you were pushed out by somebody or you pushed somebody else away. Of course,
Hey,
you can just
listen.
come in and clear it up.
while he's thinking about that, not inside our core group, but somebody who's in the community but a little outside the fence, was not. You know what? Never mind. It's not worth it. I'm gonna pull a max voltage on this one. It's not. I love you, man. It's fine. It's all good. Panda laughed at a question I asked, and I was like, okay, I feel dumb. Hey, listen, I was super chatting my way into, like, that's how I got I super chat. I was in live streams all the time, like when I was getting to know Son of a Tech, like I would super chat him 100 times, you know, $5 here and all this other stuff, and then you get to know people. You know, I don't even remember how, like, I think I found the Misfit Mining Discord channel. I think I super chat Chump once, and then I jumped in the Misfits and I messaged him, and I think, like, told him I had a YouTube channel and I was new. I don't remember.
I remember
how
I was
I remember how it
watching.
went. Something like
I
that.
was watching Panda, and Chump started coming into Panda streams, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Okay, so for everybody here that's in the mining community,
Never told him that before, by the way.
so for everybody here that's in the community in the chat right now, who was the first crypto mining tuber that you saw when you wanted to get into mining and you looked it up? For me, it was Seb Heslow. First guy, I remember the video too. First guy that I watched. King, who was it for you?
It would be, as you know him, as your furry fur.
Oh, my furry. Sweet. So everybody says SOT BBT.
Mine was actually, no joke, Was Savage mine?
Savage Mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon Coins.
I even super chatted Panda a few times, and he never responded to my super chats when I was just using my personal.
Wow, what a jerk!
And I was just like, this dude, he's a complete dick.
So Patrick, what about you, Patrick? Who was the first like crypto mining YouTuber that you actually like that brought you into the space?
I don't know about kind of brought me into the space, but more just kind of that I can remember. I think is Brandon Coin.
Brandon Coin. A lot of Brandon Coins in here. Some people said Vosk. We have Chump Change said Brandon Coin for him. Joker Miner said Chump Change. Like back to back. A lot of BBT.
I guess I probably saw Voscoin actually probably before Savage Mine, but just right around the same time though.
I want to know who brought Panda in. He didn't answer. He didn't answer the question. Oh no, Panda did. I'm sorry. He said Guntis, Vitolins, and BBT. Okay, he did. Sorry, Panda, you did answer.
Disease.
Well, you know how he does.
Maybe the way I pronounced it.
Do you know how he does all the sub bombs and such? The reason why he does that is because people did it for him.
No, yeah, Panda's that guy, man. That aside from being a great dude, he pays it forward. So, and I resonate with Panda that way because I do the same thing. When someone does something nice for me, I pass it forward. You know, it's like it's the drive-through thing, right? You pay for the guy behind you and keep it going. That's the way we do it. I think that's great. It's good. It's good karma. Let's see. Patrick Murphy. What's he talking about? Oatmeal.
By the way, while you're reading that, Patrick Guyan, the next time you say "back in the day," you have to say it. Back in my day, you know, you got to sound old when you say it.
Yeah. I got to let the beard do the talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, let it.
So a lot of
Back
people.
in my day, before dirt was invented.
There you go. You got it.
There you go. I like
Teaspoon Miner.
Hills only went one way, up.
Teaspoon's in the chat. Teaspoon, did I see your answer? Who got you into he goes, I think for me it was Red Panda Mining. Teaspoon. That's interesting. Teaspoon said, I joined Pool Hub. Yes, Pool. Get your mind out of the gutter with Great Baldini back in 2018. Oh, nice. Let's see. Just reading everything else. Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of Soat. A lot of Voscoin. A lot of Panda. A couple chumps.
You know, if you watch some of the earlier Panda videos, you can see some of the other, like the bear mark and, you know, like when he first gets into that basement and stuff, man. Those are some... Some of his old stuff is actually really good. I actually like it.
I made a rum and coke one night. And I went all the way down the list.
The whole list?
The whole list. I didn't watch every video, but I breezed through like all the old videos. He had one video when he was showing like the mining rigs, and he's like, guys, we made 88 cents today. And I'm like, shit, is that how bad it got? And then the merch happened.
Yes.
That was that. That was like, damn. And here we are.
Exactly.
We're at that video now.
That's why I'm saying is that people are like, you know, it's gonna be like it was back in like 2018, 2019. You're gonna be eking out a profit. That's the way it's gonna be.
Listen, my first video was in my garage with my iPhone, and RebTech. I had 300 subscribers, and RebTech sent me a free board. So shout out to RebTech for being my first official channel sponsor. Yeah, King, sometimes it's how you talk. You know what I mean?
I guess it is. Man.
I got you covered, man. Whatever you need. All I got to do is just I give you a template.
Just get that NPR voice.
Give you
going
an
again.
email template.
Say that again, Patrick.
Get that NPR voice going again.
Yeah.
Say, hey guys, my name's the Mining King. I run the Mining King YouTube channel.
Too much emotion. Try again.
Too much emotional? Oh shit! Hold on. I got to be a little more monotone.
Good times.
You gotta talk slower too, like I would talk. That's too fast.
Yeah.
Hey miners, Mining King here. Let's get right into it. And the fade cuts you off at 2 and it.
Yeah.
Sometimes my fades are not that great, I'll admit.
Nah, dude, your videos are fine, bro. Stop being hard on yourself. Oh my god.
Everybody's got a style.
Everybody's got their style. Everybody's got their style. Like Chump Change, he looks right at you at your soul. He goes, "What's up, miners? It's your boy Chump Change." You know, da 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 da. Yeah. Chump looks like into your soul when he talks to you. You know what I mean?
Remember, when we're going back on first videos, I remember seeing one of Chump's videos like real early on as well. And I'm looking, I'm like, why is this asshole wearing a mask in his own room in front? What's wrong with his brain? Does he really? It just set me off.
Teaspoon, I'm sorry, I forgot how to do your impression. I did do Teaspoon's impression really good. I forgot how to do it. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me.
I got mass derangement. Not gonna lie.
How does Teaspoon do his videos? Dude, you need to do a video, bro. I completely forgot how you do your intro to your live streams. Like he just sits on a. I have to get like a cat walking around and. Like one time,
cool.
I love Teaspoon, bro. One time he was streaming and his cat walked right in front of the camera and its ass was just in the lens. And he's talking, he's like, and then you just see like this, right? And you just hear Teaspoon going, "Hey guys, so just checking the prices today." I'm like, get the fucking cat out of the damn thing. I love Teaspoon, man. One of my favorite people. Oh my god, it was hysterical. Oh god, that was great. Let's see. Red Panda says, I'm gonna screenshot. What did Bacon, Eggs, and Hash say? I watched the hobbyist vid for updating drivers and his advice crashed my rig. I was careful after that who I listened to. Well, here in his defense, everybody's situation is going to be different. So take with a grain of salt when you get advice from anybody on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, just a lot of people, I ask advice for like mining and overclocks, and then I put it in my card, and then it would crash too. And it's happened to me as well. So go in there and make sure you guys check it.
Here's what because I used to get comments on my videos going, "Oh my god, you're like on the oldest version of Hive OS. Why don't you update?" I don't know, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
See, King hates that because we have a couple customer rigs that are just completely outdated with old kernels and all this other stuff, and he's like, "Dude, we gotta update this rig. This thing's like from like 1998. Like we gotta fix this." And you know what? Like sometimes the stability of the old rigs are okay. What was that? What my CMP cards actually? Rondi was tuning my rig, and he actually brought it back to an older version or older driver to make them more stable. So sometimes doing that, it works. Just depends on what you have.
5700 XTs for a while would not work with the most current kernel. Eventually, it did.
Okay, in some situations, very few, it may make sense to use something older if the newer isn't stable for it. I'm not going to agree with you on the CMPs because you could just use a different freaking miner and it works just fine, and I proved that to you. So that's besides the point, though. But yeah, sometimes going with something older and you have older equipment, it does make sense to go with older drivers because they will be the most stable.
The king has spoken.
Oh my god. Teaspoon clipped when I was explaining the cat. That's funny. We'll save that.
That'll be a funny clip, though.
We'll save that for Chump Change's end of the year. We know how you did all the end of the year stuff.
Well, you got to leave something for somebody else, Hawk, because there's plenty of them with you.
I know, right? I pretty much like take up the entire thing.
Hey, the best clip ever was the sound engineer one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was awful. Yeah, and you know what sucks?
We could watch it right now and I'd still laugh, dude.
What sucks is like I knew he was laughing the whole time he edited that thing because he put so much effort into it. Like getting me to like zoom in and pause, and then the screen went black and white.
Oh, the look he froze on was
like
priceless. Yeah, it was the realization. He caught that exact moment with the realization. It was perfect.
Who took that who took that messed up picture of him from the still on one of his videos when he was replacing the fin? He was like, what
I don't know.
Remember the picture? Oh, I have it saved on my phone when he calls me. Hold on.
This was call Hawk so you can show the picture.
Hold on. I think it's when he calls me. Let me see. It's when he had that weird. He was replacing the fans in the jazz miner. I think it was hysterical. It's probably when I look through my phone. I look at this picture when I'm having a bad day, and I laugh my ass off. It's one of those. Where is this picture?
I know what picture you're talking about. I put it in the Kingsman, and I had to make all funny memes about it.
Yes, we made memes about it, right?
I know what you're talking about.
That picture was epic.
Hold on.
You got to put up the comment from Chump.
What's it say? I will post it. Don't you? What do you say? Don't you change this to me? What? What does that mean? Oh, did I miss that?
No, don't you change this to me.
Oh,
Ever.
oh, don't you change this to me? Oh yeah. Hard to tell context. That's it. That was the best. That was the best picture. That was a great still. Like whoever got that, it was just pure gold. It was just pure gold. Oh man.
Oh my god.
God, that was great. Oh.
I think Chump is trying to change it back. I think he probably just posted his video for you. Oh, he retracted it.
Bacon, eggs, and hash is all
Chump
crypto.
retracted it.
Yeah, I didn't know squat back then. I spent all day getting my rig up. I learned from that experience. Dude, there was a time, dude, like I didn't know anything. Dude, before I was even in the community, I spent like hours trying to mine Flux on like 43060s. Like, you know, it just comes with it. Best streaming blooper of 2022.
All of his mining rigs are all like, you know, like 12th gen CPUs and, you know what I mean, like Z690 motherboards and stuff like that. Like, he got some great stuff. He can turn every single one of his old mining rigs into a gaming computer that's still current today.
Yeah, you can. You can. I'm ashamed. I spent a lot of money. I spent tons of money on that stuff. Well, I didn't know any better at that time.
It happens, you know what I mean? People have to learn, you know what I mean?
Still kicking myself for not buying more of those Zotac boards when they were $20.
Oh yeah, the B150s.
Oh my god, I got one of them. Like, I should probably buy like 5 of these. It's only $100. I'm like,
that was my
but
first.
what am I going to use them for? When will I ever need 5?
Hey, that was my first mining motherboard I bought.
So same here.
And I was just like, dude, I went back like 2 weeks later and they were like double and a half the price. And I'm like, I was just like, man, I should have just bought like a whole bunch and just sat on them.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not buying it at this price. It's too expensive. And then, of course, they doubled again.
Yeah.
More than doubled.
Yeah, exactly. Is anybody actually stashing away like mining gear for the next bull run, or do you not think it's gonna, you know? Oh, I have one of those boards too. The Q270s. Yep. They're good boards.
Yeah.
King, play the streaming blooper that Chump put in there. Because if I don't say something, I'm gonna get yelled at. He wants to play the streaming blooper. Well, that's not the one that you edited though. The one that you edited was good. It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, it is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think it's because I showed this picture. I probably could have kept you out of trouble if I didn't do that.
I mean, I don't care. It's everybody's seen it 100 times. I'm trying to find.
I think to actually get the sound, I have to download this really because they're not going to get the sound if I just share the screen.
No, actually, if you share the specific tab,
it'll work.
It'll work. That's what I had to do last night.
Okay. I think there we go. Let me know if you guys can hear.
Oh my god.
I think I
definitely have to unmute that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to turn my sound off though, so that it doesn't like double feedback, right?
As long as you have it on Cardioid, it'll be fine.
So
if Chump's gonna make fun of me, I'm showing this picture.
No, it's not coming through.
Where is it?
Can you guys hear it? Yes, no.
No.
Yeah, see, hold on.
No, but you see my face though. You'll see my face. It'll show up in like 8
look,
seconds.
See, I'm the sound engineer now. Let me download it.
What's a sound engineer got to do with keeping a browser open that you didn't see?
I don't have premium. What? Oh, so I can't download it because I don't have YouTube Premium?
Okay, you ready? Here. Oh, please blow that up. Please blow that up. Put me on the main screen.
How do I make
drag
it
me? Go back to the all 4 of us.
I think if you double click him.
Now move me to the left to where you are. Take my screen. There you go. Now go back to the main. There we go.
It's a little pixelated, but you get the idea.
No, you get it. It's nice and clear. That's nice and clear.
Yeah. Who's the kid you're picking up?
Who's the kid you're picking up?
I think that's illegal
man.
in some states.
He's like, put me down, put me down, put me down.
Check on the bottom of the.
He's like, I'm
share
so
audio.
gonna kill you.
Okay. Yeah.
I put him down and I ran the opposite direction. I actually ran behind Rondi. I was like, yeah, don't leave me alone. Don't touch me.
Here, I'll try to share it again, but I don't think it's gonna work. Mute the website. No. I thought I had to. Yeah, no, it won't let me do that, Chump.
Clinton goes, add a trench coat and you can finally get into that R-rated movie. That's pretty good.
Chump, if you want to, like, if you have a copy of it, could you like just Discord me and then I'll play it.
Gaming with Smokey Dan says, when I meet you, you're going on my shoulders and I'm doing squats. You're a strong dude, bro. Chump goes, he just wanted my dick on his shoulder. Fans be crazy. Oh man. It's just a YouTube video I have unlisted.
There is no share audio. All
right, guys. Well, it's been 2 hours. Oh man. Good times.
Oh wow.
Good times. Really good times.
Yeah. I had a lot
For
of
the
fun
record, I
today.
was gonna pick up Panda when I met him, but he wouldn't let me. So said, Hawk, don't pick me up, Hawk. Okay.
Come on, picking up dudes.
Who's
is
taller?
different.
Who's taller, Panda or Chump?
I think they're about the same, actually. I think they're about the same. I think, yeah. Yeah, I think they're about the same height.
That's how he plays. Yeah, but when I share the screen, Jump, it doesn't say. It just says share screen, and then it says mute website notifications, and then if I click on his video, it just
So
says
next
mute
time-
website.
Next time I see Panda, I'm gonna get this big bag, right? And I'm just gonna throw it over him, right? And then lean him on the ground, pick him up, and go like this. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna run away. Like, and he's gonna be like the cat in the bag that moves around. You know, that's what I'm gonna do next time I see Panda.
You should use like one of those like 100-kilogram rice bags to do it with.
Yeah, that's fucked up, Patrick.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, yeah, Jump. I can't get the audio to come through.
Okay, just
Yeah, I'll
wait,
just-
just wait. The face is right here. They'll know. They'll know. It was just you don't even really need the audio. I can talk voiceover for you.
The desktop or the
Oh, no, I can hear it.
really weird. But hey, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. That's 100% a YouTube lag.
What a dick! Look how much work you put into
I
that.
have YouTube open on another screen. I am going to just.
There it is.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
What a dick! Oh my god, so much effort. Oh my god,
That
Traveler
look.
says.
Oh my god, that look is so priceless.
Traveler's Travel says red pandas are protected, so I guess I can't pick them up, put them in a bag. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I thought this was really interesting. When I was on Robitech's stream, I noticed that there was somebody who was called Rabid Panda. Coincidence? Maybe?
That's why he doesn't show his face. He's got 2 channels to operate. Because if you notice, one of them he sounds Canadian, the other one he doesn't.
That's
Oh
true.
my gosh.
Adder hater.
Puts out an accent.
You know, I just
for us.
realized that, you know, like Rabbit doesn't show it. Like, I mean, he'll put a mask on. At least you'll get his body right on some of his thumbnails, but he doesn't show his face either. I just realized that.
He's
I mean, I
doxed
watch his
himself
videos
in a couple
often, but-
streams
Huh?
on accident. He's doxed
Yeah?
himself on streams a couple times.
I mean, to each his own. If that's what
Not
you want to do,
intentional.
you don't want to put your face on a YouTube stream. It's fine. But yeah, if you guys knew how easy it was to find out, like, like you don't even know, like, you can be outside recording on your camera, and just because you're outside, they can see exactly like judge time of day, and then they can pull your coordinates from a photo. That's old technology. Like,
I still believe that Rabid Mining is the voice of Chris from Total Drama Island.
Does anybody know what
Look
Total
it up.
Drama Island is?
Look it up.
No.
An old MTV animated. It was like, oh, it's Cartoon Network. Okay, anyway, it was kind of a little adult oriented. It wasn't totally kid oriented, but Total Drama Island. Look it up. The guy who was the host of the game show, which was a total fake game show, sounds like Rabid Mining.
That must be before my time.
Motor City
that.
Miner goes, what if you're just trying to save people from seeing your ugly face? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, man. Well, I know King's getting bored. He's in his Diablo. He's got his Diablo face on. So we've been going for about 2 hours.
Not even. I mean, I'm gonna go play in a little bit, but it's like, hold on. I have one last server to convert over to Proxmox to complete my
Okay. So do you want to wait to end the stream until you're done with that?
Do I want to what? Wait.
Do you want to wait till we end the stream?
Yeah.
If you guys got anything else, please go check out the shop. Let me know what you guys think. And if you have any ideas for designs and stuff, I would love to know. Definitely.
Hey, is there a beer koozie in there?
Actually, no, I don't think so. Not yet. But they are adding new products. They got a lot of stuff though, actually. So I did talk to Crypt T, and Crypt T is taking my stuff off of his shop. But he's leaving my banners. So because he does the banners well, so I'm gonna let him. I told him to keep the banners. Crypt T, if you're watching, Mr. Hagen, thank you so much, dude, for reaching out to me and putting me on your site. And I am just moving on to my own thing now. It's been great, and people love the merch, and the quality was awesome. So nothing personal, no hard feelings. I'm just moving into my own shop. So just wanted to let you know that. Yeah. So you guys check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Any ideas for stuff? I'm gonna reach out to some designers and stuff.
You doing coffee mugs?
Yeah, I can add them. Yeah, I can add them in there. Mine some 10. What's up, man? He says 10K subs and I do a face reveal. Sweet. I mean, technically, I know what you look like from the Hive Mapper meeting, but it's okay. I won't tell anybody. Just kidding. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate it, Mr. Patrick Guyan, Max Voltage, the Mining King. This was Terrahash Tuesday. Make sure you guys check it out. Link is below. I appreciate it. King, hit that end button, and we are out of here.